In 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year, everybody. A little late for that, but it's in the middle of the second week of January. I'm recording this. But I started a new season, if you will, of Kerbal Space Program. This time I am not doing the career mode per se. I am doing science. I realized I was having a lot of fun with the career mode, and also realizing that it was, let me go ahead and get some science here while I'm at it. It was, well, how can you put it? Time consuming for YouTube. Which means I was spending more time trying to make some progress and not succeeding with that. I wonder if this is going to go alright. So I figured I'd do a science one, which just kind of drops all the funding. Okay, this is not looking so good for old Jebediah. Maybe he's the first one to die. Anyway, figured I'd go out with start with a bang here. Yeah, so I want to focus a little bit more of building crazy ships, and not worry so much about the funding in it, but I do want the science aspect of it. But that's easy to do. That's oh crap. This is whoa, okay. We're going to, well, maybe it's gonna be quite a landing, I bet. Can we do an EVA while he's going down? Yeah. Let's go ahead and get an EVA report from out here. Grab some science. Board. We're gonna land. Oh, we're gonna land right on the. It's gonna be an explosion. All right. That's all right. I think we'll make it. And what a landing! What a landing! Have you ever seen that? Dink. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's go ahead and get a crew report from that. No, not override. Let's go ahead and get an EVA report. Let's go down on the ground. Yeah, just fall to the ground. Take surface sample. Hey, 9 science from the launch pad. EVA report from the launch pad. Yeah, we're getting some science. Let's go ahead and board and fix that. Yeah, I'm not gonna let you I'm not gonna bother you with all the little startup ones, so I'm gonna do a lot of this off screen so we get a little underway. You may notice also I do have a mod installed. I think it was called Remote Tech. We'll get into that a little bit later, and so on. I'll see you in a bit. Alright, as you can see, I've done the early part, the work. I've opened up a lot of the tech tree just by going to the different biomes on Kerbin. A little bit in orbit, but you're not going to get much science just flying around there. So basically what I like to do is focus on getting all the way down here to the electrics. Oops, that was already selected. As you can see, it's got solar panels and batteries. At least down to this one. This one costs 90 science, so it's a bit of a grind. But it will be worth it, because it's nothing worse than running out of power when your spacecraft sitting out there in space. Can't do anything about it. Especially with the remote tech mod. You're going to need some communications satellites and all that fun stuff, which is what I'm going to be showing you next, is how that sort of works, as far as I know how it works. But anyway, yeah, this is how I like to start out the tech tree. Like I said, electrics, and then of course getting onto the struts, and of course little bigger fuel tanks, and the little engine, the Terrier. This is a good starting point. Aviation, I kind of wait till later because it's not that important to science. It's more of a fun little thing. So we'll be getting to that later. Heavy rocketry, we don't really need that yet. It's kind of fun launching the small ones. Of course, we will be getting into it. later on here. But yeah, let me go ahead and build you a satellite, and let's put it in orbit, and I'll show you how this remote tech works. Alright, this is what I came up with. There's a little satellite. Kind of rudimentary because I don't have all the parts I would like to use here, such as conceal this for takeoff. Basically, I don't know if this is enough to get me in orbit. It's been a while since I've played around with early game parts, so this will be exciting. See if this works. But anyway, the general idea of this mod, remote tech, is that you can see underneath me there is a red dot. That is Kerbal Space Center. Let's say I have, for example, there's the moon. If I have a ship on the back side of the moon and I want to send some science back, well, I can't because there's no direct line of sight to Kerbal Space Center. So I would need satellites in orbit to relay the information, and also in orbit around Kerbin in case Kerbal Space Center is over on this end, away from the moon, right? No line of sight. So you do that by placing communication satellites in orbit around Kerbin, so it covers. Generally, the best way to do it is to have communication satellites in geostationary orbits. However, with this first antenna, the range is not that great, so I will just be putting this in orbit, and I'm thinking every little bit helps. So let's just get underway with our launch. I have no control surfaces and no control things, so this should be interesting. The only thing hopefully keeping us steady is the command module right here. So let's find out if this works. Okay, let's just oh, there's a slow takeoff. I'm not using the... Okay, looks like I'm gonna have some sort of control. I'm not gonna worry too much about an accurate orbit, or as long as it's in orbit, I'm happy. Okay, come on, no, he's going the wrong way. Look at that, I'm not steering anywhere. Yeah, out of control, out of control. Okay, let's... Yeah, if you can see there's a little line from here to the satellite, I'm going to have to work on this. Oh, crap. It's raining parts. Alright, that's crash one. Right on the runway. Alright. Well, Jeb is safe. And I'll be right back again. Alright, this is a strange looking thing, but I thought I'd give it a shot to put these little wings. They don't have any control surfaces. It's just a winglet, and I put it around the center of the mast to see if that could help us. Let's give it a shot. I might be sitting here all night trying to get this thing in orbit. Okay, let's launch again. Slow takeoff. Okay, losing a little control again. Let's activate that engine. Yep. It was sort of different. Yep. Oh crap. Oh, that's a... There's a look. Yes. Yeah, it's kind of frightening. We're bombing Kerbal Space Center today. Alright, be right back again. Alright, this is getting embarrassing. But anyway, trying one last time. I replaced all the engines with vectorable ones. And put those little fins on there for better stability control here. And I have no idea if now that I'm firing all the engines that I'm going to have enough fuel. But let's go ahead and launch and find out. A little wobbly. That's alright. Okay, we do have better control. Except I'm kind of turning a little fast. Oh no, 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 no. And again. We're not going to start that huge gravity turn as yet. We're going to start it now. We'll put it on prograde, so it'll try to keep it on there. That's pretty good. Throttle down a little bit so we save the fuel. Put his throttle almost all the way down so we get that gravity turn going without actually getting out of our little yellow indicator there. I'm holding my breath. So far it's going pretty steady. If you maneuver too far outside of that little yellow indicator and you're still in the atmosphere, you're going to get a lot of pressure on the wrong end and start to spin out of control. Like you've seen me do a couple of times. Okay. Got an apoapsis of 32,000 and climbing. Not looking too bad this time. Except I'm burning hot. Let's get rid of our boosters. Good. Yeah, I'm gonna need a shroud, I think. I hope my antenna survives. It's kind of the whole point of this mission. But we're gonna bring it into a relatively low orbit anyways. So just so you guys can see what it looks like. Bring it to about 100 or 90 or until I run out of fuel in this first stage. Just like 100. Wow. Activate that engine. Okay, and as you can see, maybe or maybe not, my antenna burned off. Great! Alright. Be right back. Alright, do yourself a favor. If you're going to try this, don't start with the antenna deployed. It'll explode during takeoff, and I tried a bunch of different things to prevent that, and I didn't even realize to just put it down. Real smart there, K Nordic. You're real smart. Alright, as I'm learning this game all over again, realizing that you do get spoiled from the later tiers of objects and engines and all sorts of power. And there's the space music. There's something about these early missions which is really fun and exciting. And as we have about a minute, I will can't show you now because, well, I can deploy the antenna right now. Commutron 16, and now you can see it has a line of communication with Kerbal Space Center. Isn't that cool? I think so. Anyway, let me just go ahead and bring that down because we're going to be burning our engines very shortly for orbital insertion. And well, yeah, let's just go ahead and go. I may have screwed that up. Well, we'll get an orbit one way or another. Okay, let's go ahead and bring our nose up a little. Right there. Very nice. Stage and fire. Early orbit. Alright. Trying to keep that around 0 seconds. Time to apoapsis as low as possible without going over. Go. And we are officially in orbit. 185, 189, I will take it. We'll go ahead and, oops, that's the electric charge. We'll go ahead and bring that into a northern one. I suppose I could just do that. Very nice. A little hard to select it. A little, just a tad. There we go, activate it. As you can see, we have no communication with. That is because we are out of range. And also on the other side of the planet. We'll basically have communication in this general area right here, which is alright for this mission. Next time I will be bringing up a satellite in geostationary orbit. And actually I'll be bringing up 3 or 4 of them. And I'll show you why. That'll just have to wait till next time. I'm running out of time here. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. What am I saying? I gotta bring these Kerbals safely home. We haven't even deployed this. We'll decouple it. Bink. There's our satellite. Beautiful, isn't it? Not really. Alright, time to bring these Kerbals home. Let's try to get them as close to Kerbal Space Center as possible. We'll just warp there. Do 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 do. A little sip of coffee never hurts. All right. Coming around, let's go ahead and warp a little bit. Just go right there. I'm going to do a pretty steep approach. Let's go ahead and get that retrograde. Comsat 1 probe, awesome. I called it a probe. That up. Retro burn. With a steep approach. 4 Kerbals. For Kerbal Space Center. Yeah. Might be a little too steep. Stop. Oh, jeez. Detach that. Awesome. Okay. Oh, let's bring up the light controls. Speed it up a little bit. You can just watch this landing, see how well I do. Let's go ahead and bring it into a flat. It's best there. A little overkill on the parachutes. I see that. Block my nice flag there. Alright. I think we're going to fly by the Kerbal Space Center because it's right over the hill. Either that or land right in the mountains. How are we doing? Yeah, you can see our satellite communicating with the Space Center right there. Oh, I love it. It's awesome. And I know they're going to bring something like that to the game in version 1.1, I think, as I saw, but I wanted to try out something like it right now. And I think it could be a really good dynamic to the game. I'm not even paying attention. Yep. Okay. Okay. There we go. Stabilized. Yeah, I'm probably going to hit the mountains. Something's blown up, and I think that's my engines. Yeah, there they go. As they fly overhead. And now, theoretically, we can communicate from another place to that satellite a little quicker to reach Kerbal Space Center. It'll relay information back to the Space Center. If I was flying a shuttle now, this would have been pretty good. If I do say so myself. Jebediah looking relaxed as always. How's our... Yeah, we're just going to barely clear the mountains. As the sun sets, we return home. Well, approximately 10 kilometers out, or 50. Sheesh. Yeah, we're hitting the mountains. So this could be an interesting landing, everybody. Jebediah, excited as always. He has no idea where he's headed. Oh man, right on the side of this mountain. How's my electric charge? Should I... Yeah. I'm sorry, Jeb. Can I get any signs from here? Yes, I can. Okay, this is a little bit slow. Speed that up a tad. Yes. It's not the ideal place to land, anyways. Oh, just that stars came out. Yeah. About 50 meters above the ground. Perhaps I will use my SAS. Uh-oh. Oh. Yeah, SAS saved us there. Look at that. You can see through the ground and there's space on the other side. Yes. Perfect. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you in not too long. All right. Bye-bye.